it's me, Aleksandra, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my weekly setup for the next week with all marigold drawings that are really detailed. And if you really like something like that and want to see how I made it, hit that subscribe button down below so we can start. And let's see my step-by-step process of making this weekly. Okay, so let's start with this weekly. I decided to add these drawings in the center of this spread, and here you can see I just made some basic shapes for flowers, and I'm drawing them based on my memory from last week. And here you can see I used a larger oval shape for the placement of the flower and smaller to decide where I want the center of the flower to be placed. And now I picked a leaf from my balcony as a reference, and based on the position I'm placing it, I'm just drawing this same leaf in different positions so I can have a variety in this illustration. And here you just have to place that leaf in any position you prefer and draw a baseline so you can know how you want smaller parts to be placed, and you just draw as you go without any worries, because this is only a pen sketch, so you can always correct it and everything will be good. And here I decided to use some smaller flowers as a filler things in this illustration because I don't want any straight lines in this. And here I'm using my fineliner, the thinnest one I have, to outline every flower and add a center part. And remember always, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be your own unique version. So just loosely draw these petals, or as strict as you want, it really doesn't matter in the end. It just has to be your own interpretation of this setup. And here again I'm picking that same leaf and I'm looking to see where exactly does it have this tiny little details so I can create everything as perfect as possible. And marigold leaves are not really straight, it has some bumps everywhere, so just draw them a couple of times based on your photo or a real life reference, and after a while you'll get the hang of it and you will know exactly where those bumps are, and it'll be way faster. And yes, this center illustration part is really detailed, and if you guys prefer it that way or you want to make it more minimalist, you can always use less details or lines or make it in your own unique style. It really needs to be your own version. Okay, and now I'm picking the same filler flower thingy and I'm just drawing it everywhere so I can have my illustration almost complete. And I'm just making it really messy because it's really small and you really can't see it from afar or in close. After I erase my pencil sketch, I'm using that same thin fine liner to add some shading and smaller details. And mostly I'm adding some shadings in those flowers so they can have more dimension, and I'm using some tiny little details to add in those leaves because they are really dark and I don't want to make them way too dark in this illustration. And I'm just using some fast strokes for this shading, and you don't have to be too careful when you do this unless you're really clumsy, but if you're not, just do them fast and they will look pretty good. And when I'm happy with this shading part, I will move on onto my weekly titles or days of the week. And because I'm a lefty, I'm placing my notebook at a certain angle because it's way easier to write at a certain angle of paper instead of placing your hand in a funky way, because as a lefty it's really difficult to use brush pen without ruining it. Is it just me? I'm not sure. And here I'm using a bit wider lettering for my days of the week. And because I'm a forgetful person, I will add numbers next to them so I can exactly know what day it is. If I don't, I will really make something crazy that day when I plan my day. And that's pretty much it. Okay guys, this is my finished setup for my second week of October, and I really love how detailed the drawings are and how I use a real life leaf reference for this weekly, because in my previous one I didn't really have it and I made a mess. So I'm really happy that I have a chance to do something like this again. Last time I did it in May and I absolutely loved it. If you guys like it too, please hit that like button so I can know that you like this kind of content, and comment down below if you want to see more of this, or if you want to see how to step-by-step process in detail so you can know how exactly am I drawing these illustrations, and really slower than in this setup. Please make sure to subscribe down below and hit that bell, because that's the way you can see that I uploaded. I'm uploading every week from now on, so I hope I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys next week. Bye!